What is going on, everyone? As we wrap up our Real Food Challenge here in the virtual gym and prepare for the next free challenge, I wanted to ask y'all one big question. And this is a question I hope you can answer not just in health and in wellness pursuits, but in any pursuit of something in your life. Whether that would be something in terms of academics, professional, financial, emotional, or personal goals. We all have desires to pursue something that we want. But my question to you, after you have started, is why? Why did you start? What was the big reason you got started on your goal? What was the event, the news, the sight, the feeling you experienced that made you decide that you needed to change, or that you wanted something bad enough you knew you needed to start doing things a little bit differently? And with that, also make necessary changes. No matter who you are, where you're coming from, or what you're pursuing, it's important to keep in mind your big why. Your why is your giant underlying reason to yourself for pursuing goals in your health and wellness or any other area of life. And it's anything that is important to you individually. It can be to live as long as possible and make as many memories as you can with your friends, your children, or even your grandchildren. It can be because you don't want to be exactly as you were as a child, or before you experienced something that changed your outlook on life. It could be because you wish to set an example for someone you either do know or don't know. Whatever your big why is, let that be the driving force to keep pulling you closer towards the finish line and making faster headway towards your goals. Now for me, my big why I pursued better nutrition was simply because I was tired of being small. My whole upbringing through school, I was always not only shorter, but also slimmer than a bunch of guys I regularly associated with. These guys were some of the jocks, they clearly worked out and were strong, and they could do some pretty impressive stuff. But sitting next to them, I felt like I was trapped in this body that couldn't quite measure up to them. I felt puny and I felt weak. I wanted my muscles to become strong like theirs and to feel far more powerful. So I started downing protein shakes because that's what I thought I needed to do in order to get bigger. And yes, while I noticed some changes were starting to take place, they seemed to be rather slow, and I didn't feel like I was getting stronger really quickly. I kept eating, I kept trying what I thought was necessary to keep getting more and more results. But it wasn't until years later when I learned how much I was doing wrong, how imbalanced my nutrition really was, and how I didn't really have solid data to go off of in order to make the results come easier. But now at this point in my life, I'm still pursuing a little bit more size, but the primary difference between then and now is I have the scientific and tested data and knowledge necessary for pursuing my goals in a better way. After years of practice and research, I now know what foods can provide me with the lean muscle building protein I need, along with everything else I should be eating for optimal gains. And my big why is still a driving force for me to keep going day after day towards the type of body, outlook, and lifestyle I want to live for myself. So what is your big why? Do you feel comfortable sharing it in the comments below? Personally, I'd love to know what your big why is, and all of us here in the virtual gym would be more than glad to assist you in any way we can help to help you achieve your goals. So let us know what we can do for you, because we are here to help you succeed.